Oh my god, man. Talk about a long day at work, dude. Seriously. I've literally been up for the last 72 hours. Like, are you fucking kidding me? My ass cheeks are absolutely sweating out of their balls. And like, now I finally have time to play some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Holy crap, man. I can't wait to play. But I am really tired. I don't know, man. I might just call it a night. But, damn. Ugh. Work sucks, man.
2 hours later.
Man, dude, those were some funny ass TikToks, anyways. Alright, it's time to play some Rebirth. 2 hours? What the hell? Ah, damn, man. I don't even have time to play fucking games anymore. I gotta go to fucking bed and work like an adult. God. What you just saw there was basically what the last couple of years of my life have been. Thanks, TikTok. But seriously, everyone has a backlog of games, and the reason I'm here is because this is where I play most of my games, here on my desktop setup, because my PlayStation 5 is connected right here, and when I play my Nintendo Switch, it's usually on my bed anyways. And I thought this week I'd talk about some games that I have had on my backlog for a while, or some games that I recently completed that were on my backlog for way too long. So once again, welcome to Asteroid Rants, where I talk about shit that I'm passionate about. This week, we are going to be talking about the ever-growing backlog of video games. Start off with possibly the most egregious one out of all of them. This is the Steelbook for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It is not in the best of conditions, but the rest of the deluxe edition is on the other side of the room. And this game, when it was announced, bro, I was in my living room and I remember seeing this announced. I remember seeing this trailer for the first time, and it was so incredible. I am a huge fan of the Xenoblade Chronicles series. So when I saw that a number 2 was coming out, because previously we had only had Xenoblade Chronicles X after the original Xenoblade Chronicles, which was a spiritual successor, not a direct sequel. And this was titled 2, implying that this was going to be a direct sequel to the game. And I was really, really excited that when this came out. I got this on day one. I pre-ordered and got the special edition for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 back in December of 2017, I believe it was when this came out. I don't even know how to say this, man. It took me till 2023 to finish this game. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. This is a rough one. This one hurts my soul deeply, okay? It took me 6 years to finish this game. I don't know why, but there was a certain part of the game, like 10 hours into the game, and around that mark was when my motivation to play this game always got killed off. I probably have played the first 10 hours of this game like 8 different times, even though I've only done one complete playthrough, because I kept restarting the game thinking, this is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 1. Yeah, that was not the one. It took me until about, I think it was second half of 2023. It might have been winter 2023 when I finally freaking finished this game, dude. It took me so long, okay? But last year, after I briefly quit streaming for an entire year, I decided I was going to work on my backlog of games. That was actually one of the things that I really focused on. So in the last year, I have put a heavy emphasis on getting rid of my backlog. And this was one of the games that literally haunted me. I'm not even joking when I said I had nightmares about the fact that I had bought Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and I still had not finished Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I had waited so long, in fact, that a separate DLC came out for the game, okay? It's in reverse. My bad, okay? But this game right here, okay? Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn of the Golden Country, was a separate DLC expansion to the original game, okay? And that expansion was another 30-hour experience. So I was missing on definitely around 150 hours of Xenoblade goodness, because for whatever reason, past the 10-minute mark, I simply could not get myself to continue past the game, but I finally was able to, and I have to tell you, that ending of of the DLC expansion and the original game made me nut, made me bust. I'm not even gonna hold you. Next, and through some movie magic, everything looks fine now. Here's another game that's on my backlog. So Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. So when this game came out, I didn't really have a lot of interest in it, but I don't know, last year when my fiance came over, I suddenly started getting a really big interest in this game. And like, it's not that I was looking at trailers and gameplay and thinking, oh, this looks cool. I was just like, well, I know this game is like from Insomniac, and Insomniac has been like really like using the power of the PS5 to its best advantage, and like it's a short game, you know, relative to the games that I play. And I was like, this would be a really fun, relaxing experience to have in between these big, long games that I was tackling at the time. So I didn't get this game, but I had been talking to my ear off to my fiance about it for weeks. And a couple days before she went back to England, she actually surprised me by buying this on eBay and then having it delivered to my house. And like, I was just so thankful. Like, I don't even know. I don't think I've even installed this game. No, I have, and then I immediately had to uninstall it because I wanted to play Cold War and I didn't have any more storage space. So that's how bad this backlog is, okay? This was literally a gift from my fiance after me saying I wanted to play it, and I haven't fucking played it, and it's been about a year. So sorry, fiance, I apologize about that one. Yeah, this is probably a really good game, and this is a game I really do want to tackle pretty soon. But I don't know. I never got around to tackling this game. So there's I don't even know why I haven't tackled it, honestly. I think I'll tackle it probably the next month, but we'll see. Now, Cyberpunk 2077 is another game which I don't have here on me, but it is on my PS5 and on my PC, because even though I didn't like the game in the state that it came out in, a couple of months later I found a really good deal on it and I decided to buy it on Steam. So I bought it and I played it and I never finished it. I never got around to finishing it, unfortunately. I really enjoyed the game for what it was, but unfortunately the performance just wasn't stable enough for my liking, and because my computer wasn't strong and powerful enough to handle Cyberpunk 2077, I just stopped playing it until Phantom Liberty expansion came out. So if you don't know, last year Cyberpunk came out with a huge, I would argue a pretty decently chunky, meaty sized Cyberpunk DLC called the Phantom Liberty, and it also came with patch 2.0. okay, and this patch changed a hell of a lot of stuff, okay, a whole bunch of stuff. This DLC expansion with this 2.0 patch was absolutely a game changer for Cyberpunk 2077. It is now in a state where it is not just like, yeah, it's in a better state than launch and it's not perfect, but you know, you can play it. Now it's in like, yeah, there's some glitches, bro, like in every game, but this game is so super playable. It's like super fucking awesome. It's the story's fantastic, the gameplay's fantastic, there's not so many glitches, and this is a key here. There are not so many story side quest bugs that prevent you from progressing the main game or the story in the DLC or certain side quests, because that was a huge problem at launch, and that was a huge problem still even up until the 2.0 launch. But the 2.0 patch plus the Phantom Liberty expansion really fixed a hell of a lot of stuff. So I actually finally settled down last year, again late 2023, and actually put the time and energy into not only finishing Cyberpunk 2077, but actually platinuming Cyberpunk 2077 and getting all the trophies for the DLC expansion too. And I can tell you, it was an absolutely incredible experience. It was worth every penny, and one day I do actually hope to pick up the Cyberpunk 2077 PS5 version physical copy, because to be honest, Cyberpunk and CD Projekt Red deserve my money, okay? Because that game is fucking fantastic, and it is just unfortunate that they had to come out with this terrible launch because of investors wanting to get that game out as soon as possible, because honestly there's a great game hidden underneath it, and it was only just a matter of time before enough patches would come out and enough glitches and bugs were fixed that the game would finally be able to shine, and it was able to shine last year, and honestly it was absolutely worth it. So GG Cyberpunk. Here's another one. Ghost of Tsushima. Don't judge me on how I say it, okay? I don't give a fuck. Now, this game takes place in the 13th century, and you play as a samurai who I believe has lost his land due to an invasion, and you're trying to get your land back. You're trying to restore your honor. And honestly, this does seem like a really interesting game, and I actually have played this game quite a bit, especially on the PS5 version. I think I put in like, 8 to 10 hours into it. But I never finished this game, and I honestly don't know why, because this game absolutely appeals to everything I like. It's got side quests, it's got great lore, the environment is stunningly beautiful, the story seems really interesting, the combat and the skills that I've learned so far all seem really incredible. I think I've restarted and tried to play this game about 3 times. When I get back to this game, it's been so long, I'm definitely gonna have to do that again. I'm definitely gonna have to restart the game again, and I'm gonna have to try to relearn all the combat, all the skills that I've gained, go through certain areas that have been conquered and try to take them back, because this game seems really interesting, and I do think that the developers here at Sucker Punch Studios absolutely deserve my full focus and attention when I decide to play this game. Honestly, I'm actually pretty disappointed in myself for this one, because like I said, this game kind of ticks the box for everything I want in a video game that I'm interested in, and I don't know why, but just I guess time has not been kind to me, and neither has my life in terms of how busy I've been, because this is the game I want to tackle, but I don't know when I will. So when I do tackle this, I'll let you know, or not. Fuck you. Okay, so here's a shameful one that I guess I have to admit, boys. I actually have on my backlog, and a game that I want to finish is Marvel's Avengers. I know, the game sucks. The live service is basically already dead. I really don't want to hear anything about it except, psych, bitch! I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy from Square Enix, okay? Now, I haven't finished this game, and part of the reason is because I was really trying to get the platinum, and I was feeling really frustrated with a certain part of the combat. I can't remember what it was exactly now, but I ended up just stopping playing the game. And to be honest, I wish I hadn't, because I know Guardians of the Galaxy didn't sell well because of the bad taste that Avengers left in most consumers' mouth. But Guardians of the Galaxy, from what I played and from what my fiancé told me, because I actually let her borrow this game and she platinumed it and everything, she actually said this game was fantastic, and I know that this game is fantastic. I know that every character in this is super funny. They seem very authentic to the comic book selves. Like, if you like Guardians of the Galaxy, the comic books, or if you like Guardians of the Galaxy in the movies, yo, you're gonna like these guys. These guys are equally as funny. The squad is amazing. The story from what I've played so far is really, really fun. It's really interesting. It's got some great turns from how far I got into the story. It's a shame that I never really finished this game, and I don't think I'll restart it if I ever get back to it, but not if, when I get back to it, because these guys absolutely deserve my playtime and my attention, because like the people who made this, okay, Eidos Montreal, you guys fucking cooked, okay? Y'all cooked with this shit, and you guys absolutely deserve for me to put my time and effort into finishing this game, because this game is actually good, and I highly recommend that if you don't have this game, you give this game a chance, because I have definitely gotten more than halfway through the game, and I can tell you that this game is absolutely worth the experience. And honestly, it is definitely a shame on me sort of thing, because I have not finished this game, even though I definitely could, probably today, like literally today, Saturday, April 6, 2024, I could finish this game. Okay, I definitely could, and the fact that I haven't is just shame on me, man. Shame on me. I really should be disappointed. So make sure you pick this game up. This sounds like a fucking advertisement, but we're talking about my backlog games, and this is one of those shameful backlog games that I have. But I do hope to finish it one day, and I genuinely do think I'm gonna love the ending, the story, and I'm gonna continue to enjoy the combat, even if I felt a little frustrated by it back in the day. All right, boys, I'm not even sure I'm going to talk about this one, because this one's pretty fucking bad. I'm not going to hold you. I am absolutely ashamed at this one, but I have a backlog of every single Pokemon game that has come out on the Switch, because I have a copy, I have at least one copy of every single, like, Pokemon game that has come out on the Switch. So, Pokemon Sword and Shield, I have Shield. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I have Brilliant Diamond. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I have Scarlet. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, I have Let's Go Pikachu. Pokemon Legends Arceus, yeah, I have it. I have literally every single of these like main Pokemon games. I have one copy of each of them. I haven't finished a single one of them. I'm so sorry. My headphones just dropped. Dude, I'm not even joking, okay? I do not know why, okay? Don't mind the fucking hair. Dude, I used to love Pokemon, okay? I really used to love Pokemon, and I literally talked about this on a recent stream, okay? I used to love Pokemon, okay? Literally right beside me, right here, I have a Pokemon poster of the first 151 Pokemon from Generation 1, okay? Because I loved Pokemon playing as a kid. You know what I loved as a kid? With Generation 4. Generation 4, okay? I used to play the shit out of Pokemon Platinum, okay? I grinded to complete the Pokedex, okay? I loved Platinum. I loved the freaking content after the game. The post-game content was so fucking good in Platinum, bro. The story was so fucking good in Platinum, bro. The fucking... Bro, every single Pokemon in Generation 4 is so fucking cool. All of the starters are fucking awesome. Torterra is literally my favorite Pokemon because the fucking Pokemon in Generation 4 are so good. And like I said, Generation 4 came out, okay? And you know what? Unpopular opinion here, I actually don't mind that this is a faithful remake. Yes, I get it. And I've played through a decent chunk of this game, even if I've never finished it. I know that like the Fantina gym where it's just, you're just doing fucking addition, which is stupid. Why am I doing addition in a Pokemon game, man? Come on. The Platinum version of the gym is so much better. There are quirks within this game that I absolutely despise from what I've played. But let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck. The fact that I can even play this on my Switch and I don't have to worry about whether I'm getting a fake or a real copy of Platinum, and if I'm getting a real copy of Platinum, I have to also buy a Nintendo DS, and if I want to buy a Nintendo DS, I gotta pay money for that, and I gotta pay good money for a good copy of Platinum, and if I want to get the whole box and everything that came inside the box, it's gonna cost me another pretty penny. The fact that I can play this on the Switch for just $60 or less is more than good enough for me, okay, who is not a Pokemon nerd, not a Pokemon expert, just a Pokemon noob who loves Generation 4. And the fact that I literally haven't finished this game, the fact that they made a whole brand new experience with Generation 4 as the center of this brand new experience, which I have played and enjoyed, and I haven't finished it. It's shameful, brother. It's shameful. I love Generation 1, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't mind that much the whole Pokemon Go gimmick. You know what? When I'm having a really just relaxed, chill time, and I'm laying on my fucking bed like this, and I can just go, whoop, 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 I don't mind it, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't mind it, okay? I've played through a decent chunk of this game. I think I've gotten up to like badge 7 and I haven't finished it. It's that fucking bad, man. I do not know why me and my body and my soul and my heart and my brain and my stupidity all refuse to beat these Pokemon games on the Nintendo Switch, and I literally have them, and I literally love and enjoy Pokemon, okay? I don't care that I haven't finished a Pokemon game in probably like a decade. I don't care. I love Pokemon. I have been getting into competitive Pokemon. I don't know how to play competitive Pokemon, but I certainly love watching people play competitive Pokemon, okay? It's so fucking cool. The whole concept is fucking cool. Pokemon Scarlet. I literally ranted to my fiance about this for weeks, convincing her and gaslighting myself that I would play this game, finish it, because the experience, despite how buggy and glitchy and poorly fucking optimized it is for the Nintendo Switch, it was still such a cool experience. I never got past the second gen in this game. I don't know why, man. I don't know what my problem is. I don't know if my heart has something against the Nintendo Switch Pokemon games. I really have no idea why. This started all in the 3DS era, and it really started with Sun and Moon when I got Pokemon. I think I got Pokemon Moon, and it might have been Pokemon Sun, I don't know. I got Generation 7, and I never finished Generation 7. I got Generation 8. Never finished Generation 8. Again, I didn't finish any of these Pokemon Switch games. I have them all. I've had them for years. I've had most of these games years. I think I got Let's Go Pikachu around launch time. I got Brilliant Diamond day fucking one, brother. I think I got to like, I don't even know what gym I got to. I just know that I got really far into that game, okay? And I never finished it. I never fucking finished it. Boys, this is truly what haunts me at night, okay? These games, they haunt me at night. These are what gives me nightmares. This is what gives me an existential crisis. Because if I die in the next hour, I cannot say that I successfully completed and beat these games and all of the other games that I've shown you today, okay? These games, okay, are what gives me nightmares at night. Because these are games that I want to play. These are games that I will love. These are games that I will sink like tens, dozens, hundreds of hours into, and I will enjoy every second of it, okay? And at the end, I will always bust, because these games are exactly what I want, because that's why I buy these games. And look, I know I'm not the only one who has an issue with backlogs of games, but when you have games that you literally rant to your fiance, girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, I don't give a fuck, your mom, if you convince your mom to buy some of these games and then you don't finish them, bro, I feel guilty. You should feel guilty. We should all feel guilty, because what are we doing spending our money and not playing these games, man? What are we doing with our lives, brother? We buy these games so we can enjoy them. We buy these games so we can experience them. We spend money that we work for, and we literally don't even get to experience the value of that money through these games, because we just have these everlasting and ever growing backlog of games. Are you kidding me? So here's my challenge to everybody right here, right now. If you have a game that you love, that you enjoy, that you've gotten pretty decently into, but you haven't beaten yet, don't go for 100%, bro. Don't go for a platinum. Don't go for all the achievements. Don't go for catching every single Pokemon. Just go and play the game. Just go and beat the game. Right now, after this video, I want you to load up your Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One X, Xbox One, Xbox the original. I don't care what you have, okay? I want you to go right now and play that game. Experience it, enjoy it, bust a nut when you finish the game and say, I can mark this game off my backlog, okay? And that is my challenge to you. All right, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next, hopefully less crazy, Asteroid Rants video. Goodbye, y'all.